Alright, today is my 4th year anniversary on the internet. It's time to do an update video as usual. Well, not really, since I only done one prior to this. But anyways, before I begin the updates, I need an avatar. Reasonable since Haru's my main OC, but not in the mood. Another reasonable choice for anyone who saw my commentaries, but still not in the mood. Yeah, sorry, still don't feel like using Richter as my avatar. He still rocks though. Heh, sorry guys, kinda gave up on Bakugan a long time ago. Much better. And anyone watching, please don't call me something like sissy just because I'm using a girl for my avatar at the moment. Now the only thing that's missing at the moment is some good music. Now that's what I'm talking about. But anyways, hey everyone, Rowan came here wanting if I here with my 4th year anniversary update. Now, I'm only going to talk about things on YouTube as I haven't got anything special for DeviantArt. And while I made tons of videos over the past 4 years I've been online, I'm mainly going to be covering my countdowns, commentaries, reviews, and parodies as I've got more to say about them as opposed to everything else I've done. Though I will give you guys some brief covering of some of my other videos at the end of this one. But for now, let's just get to the videos I want to talk about, starting with my countdowns. This April was the time when I first started my very first vocal countdowns, my top 9 dumbest boss ideas and top 8 most hated Mega Man weapons, both of which are old versions of countdown I've done in the past. If you ask me, I think both my countdowns were pretty good, though for the dumbest boss ideas, I could have given better reasoning for our number 3 entry, but at the same time, they're not too shabby either. Though out of the two, these spare Mega Man weapons has to be my favorite. Now I know what a handful of you are probably thinking, why haven't I done any countdowns since then? Well, to put it simply, I had a hard time with them. I was working on a list of games that I love and hate, but I threw it away in the trash after realizing that some of the games I placed on the list falls into the dislike category. But if you really want to know my plans for my next countdown, I have to say either a revamp of my favorite Mega Man weapons, since I did promise a countdown with positivity in my last, but for a topic that I haven't already done, probably these favorite bosses. This year was also the time when I started my video game reviews. Not as good as my countdown, but for my first video game reviews, they're excusable, though the same can't be said for the first 2 vocal countdowns I made. And like countdowns, I had a hard time with them, except much harder because I don't want each respective segment of my reviews to only last for a few seconds. I did attempt a review of Castlevania, but because of the reasons earlier, I had to hold it back. So here's my new reviewing scheme from now on. I'm going to do like Black Mage Maverick and Quarter Guy did in their reviews and only have the gameplay, presentation, and story and characters categories, as it's an easy way for me to make my segments much longer. I did try this with a Mega Man ZX review, but I stopped due to pressure while voice recording, which is also another reason why I haven't done any countdowns lately. Heck, even while recording this video, I'm under pressure. But don't worry, I'll promise to get more video game reviews done in spite of the pressure while voice recording. And speaking of reviews, I'm also doing movie reviews, but at the moment, it's empty. Well, I did attempt a review of Guardians of the Galaxy, but the aforementioned pressure caused me to lose motivation. I also tried to review Spider-Man Homecoming, but the pressure immediately caught up to me the second I started, and I pretty much quit before I started the voice recording for everything after the prologue. I also tried Infinity War, but I haven't started yet. I've still got plans for movie reviews, though I'm probably going to have to upload them onto my Google Drive, just like my parodies of Disney movies, in order to avoid getting hit with a copyright strike. I know that technically showing lots of copyrighted footage doesn't always mean I'll get hit with a strike, not to mention that some of my videos got hit with pointless and harmless copyright claims, but I'm still not going to take my chances. Speaking of parodies, that's what we're going to be talking about next, and I'm not going to talk about my Sprite parodies here. I'm going to be talking about the parodies that people like GB Eagle and Sean SIQ does. Around December of 2017, I did my first ever movie spoof of Aladdin, and while it was okay in terms of quality, I'm still going to have to restart it. Why? Because of a reason I'm not going to go into here because it's not essential for this video. In general, I'm going to be restarting my parody career from scratch. I'll be back making cast videos, but I'll also not be lazy and actually turn those cast videos into actual movie parodies. Though you probably won't see me uploading links to any more Disney movie song parodies or regular show parodies, because for the latter, Movie Maker couldn't handle the abundance of clips I used in those parodies and kept on glitching out. Speaking of things I'll stop doing, that leads us to our next news, and this will be good news for all of you because I'm going to be quitting commentaries. It's not because of me getting bored with them or me having a hard time with them. In fact, they're pretty easy to make as long as you come up with points, but because of all the backlash. Though granted, when I got my first commentaries over me, the road was still going smooth. I did get a couple of negative backlash, but those were just in the form of YouTube comments on those commentaries. But as soon as my one shot on Twilight Dan 1989 came into being, the car drove off the road and I instantly became a target for commentaries. Upon seeing those commentaries, I felt guilty, but that's kind of the point of commentaries. Someone commentates over you, you sometimes have a sense of regret, and you try to do anything to avoid the mistakes that you regretted. When Luxter, Space Guru 5, and Slayer commentated over me, their advice for me was to put context in my commentaries, plus finding better material as opposed to stuff from 2011. And while I can try and put context in my commentaries, it's kinda hard for me to find good enough material for me to bash on, as most of the notably bad videos nowadays aren't even good enough for a one shot. So my solution is to just quit. You can still do commentaries over me. In fact, I got made to do a commentary over my commentary over She Shao 1750. But until something notoriously bad pops up on YouTube one day, I'm resigning from my commentary duties. Wow, I've been stuck on one picture for so long, but now for a change. Anyways, time for some minor updates on my other videos. I'll definitely finish my Sonic Sprite episode Zombie Apocalypse, but you won't see that until October. I've also got plenty of replays of Super Smash Bros. For 3DS I've yet to turn into YouTube videos. I'm still doing Speakonia hate video, but I'm low on ideas, so I want you guys to request me to do a hate video on something. As for everything else, yeah, I'll still be doing them, though I doubt I'll continue any more video game walkthroughs. Well, that's all I have to say. I hope you're looking for everything I've got in store in the future, but for now, this is Ron and KML185, signing off.